People are born to be an architect. People are born to be an engineer. People are born to be movie directors, which make something unbelievable. How a teacher is related to math.
It started, since the beginning. When I was in the wrong way, I went to high school. And then the second year is when I met Mr. Lostal.
When you reach certain age, you can say, my life has served a purpose.
And I feel like he was somewhat part of me, my family, that I needed to look for again.
Me as a mathematician, I love to be a detective. People believe that math is only for esoteric stuff. Math is for everything. The detective work is math, pure math, unbelievable math. How do a detective call those relationships? Evidence. Evidence. You try to get a pattern, because a pattern is going to give you a rule to solve the problem. You choose the solution according to the most appropriate point of view. You're doing math, beautiful math. Each member has a role to create the inner mystery of our mind, our individuality.
I sent him an email. He didn't reply back to me. And then that's when I decided to call the school.
You see, I can't forget your name, but not what I am teaching. I know everything.
If you're really good at math, then you will be the king of Spain, something like that. He will name you. If you were bad, you probably don't want to hear your nickname.
There's some graph missing here. Okay. Do you want to be nicknamed Skippy? Today is a big day, big one, with big consequences in your future. Because today, we can say it's a Mother's Day, a day to remember.
I remember I came from work, and he was like, babe, guess what? And I was like, what? I found my teacher. But you could have seen how happy he was.
His attitude changed, but not his voice,
He went in tears in the car.
He's still teaching with the same love that he's always been.
Whenever we are facing a mathematics situation, that means solving a problem or trying to explain the universe, nature, and human relationship, you know that we must think good. That's the first step. And thinking good means step by step and catching relation and at the same time visualizing. But we have a big problem. I know that still you think in terms of degree. And therefore, I have to turn your brain upside down. What is one of the best songs of Simon and Garfunkel? Waiting for you. Time to think.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Very good. 100 points for him. He enriched the lesson. Right? What would be this lesson without student like him? Nothing. It would be everybody sad, like sad man. Not good. Not good. Clear?
Sometimes teachers just go into class and teach it, right? But he just take it as a Hollywood. He makes it fun for the children in class. He makes it not something boring that you fall asleep. I used to fall asleep in class sometimes. It's the most boring thing. I didn't like math.
And I'm very sure some of you are afraid of radiant. That reminds me of another movie. Who is Afraid of Virginia Woolf? By Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, 1966. You have to locate where is James Bond. No, James Bond, no, the angle. Eh? No James Bond, the angle. The furnace in the pizzeria is burning and the whole pizzeria is burning. And you don't even have noticed that. In my class, you don't get sleep, eh? It's a complete servitude to the one, our master math. Good. That's the movie Friendly Persuasion. I am performing not only for one camera, I am performing for 34 different cameras. And I love that. I was born for that. And when I watched that movie, Grease 2, I understood that I had to become a high school math teacher. You learn faster and more When you're learning through images, and you are the product of a lot of influences, your parents, your teachers, and even the characters in movies.
His name was Andy. To us, he was just another guy. I wasn't in the room when Andy, threw himself at the window from a 4-story building. I remember seeing Lostal's face. It was really, hit hard by that.
I paused it like 2 seconds ago.
The first one. We're back in Veneto in 1740, the Baroque. The name? The emperor is asking you to go to the board to display the beauty of man. And it has to be done. Otherwise, you're playing with your grade. It has to be done. Math is the only science that give us the tools to understand the mystery of the universe, to model, explain nature, and even to model and explain human relationship and behavior. We know that energy becomes matter, and matter go back to energy. That equation has existed always. It will exist forever.
Lostal told me this. God knows why things happen to certain people, and maybe he chose me because he probably thinks I'm the strongest.
One thing that for me is extremely important and is a value is the meaning of freedom. For me, it would be terrible if you are afraid of asking, because that means you don't have freedom. And I pay a terrible price, me and my family, for freedom. Terrible price. It's a life dedicated to man. This is something that is describing real life on earth. Suppose I am very nosy and I want to know what's going on around me. Look, this is my line of sight. And I start turning around because I want to see what's going on. You see? Looking around. You see? What is the angle I describe here?
90, or not 90 degree, 450 degrees.
450 degrees. Therefore, this is a definition that we need in real life.
It's not 90 degrees.
Because it's describing the way we are looking around to survive. If you don't have freedom, humans become parasite. They create nothing.
He believed that if you achieve your goals of whoever you want to be in life, you don't have to depend on no one.
Who doesn't remember La Traviata? Who doesn't remember Rigoletto, Il Trovadore, Nabucco? Can you imagine how the society got enriched with Verdi music because of Verdi creativity? That it was not crushed by his father, it was pushed forward by his father.
He tried to make me find a story about Verdi on the computer, and I couldn't find it. He was just like, well, try to, because I need that. I need it.
Verdi had a very straight life.
With her, she came crying from school with his math teacher. Something happened, and I took it from Lostal. And I was like, you know what? I remember how my husband told me one day how Lostal, he thought that Lostal put him all down. And from that, he took experience, actually. He thought about it after he kicked him out of class.
And it was really good, makes me feel good because that's what I'm teaching her. And those are the things, that I got from Mr. Lostal. And these are the things that I will be passing over also to my new daughter.
My daughter now, she says she wants to be a teacher sometimes. Not a math teacher, basically, but she wants to be a teacher.
You are instilling into the student those values of responsibility and accountability. These are the root of prosperity.
Before it was like father and son, where the father is like, if you don't do the things right, you're gonna get a punishment. You know, those are the type of things that, you know, the type of relationships that we used to have before. But now it's like more like a friend. You know, we like became good friends after, you know, I became who I am today.
Casanova, a very rich man, used to go to a mask ball every day in Veneto in the 1700s during Baroque. And he used a mask. Therefore, the given equation, the given trigonometric equation with horizontal shift is a Casanova using a mask. And your task is to unveil that mask and to get the face of Casanova. This ways look more than 1770. I had in college a math teacher. I was taking a course in matrices, which is very, very abstract. And when that teacher opened up her mouth, her love for math poured upon all students. She changed my life. She really made me feel that I was in love with math. The only thing that enrich your brain are experiences, giving you knowledge. I'm very grateful that I had a lot of experiences in my life, a lot of them terrible experiences, that toughened me up, made me wiser, and I'm very happy about that. There are some people that freak out with problems and tough situations. For me, I say welcome, because I'm going to toughen up. I'm going to become wiser. I know nothing. I am open up to learn from anyone, even from a beggar. No one knows where the influence of a teacher ends. No one's. Because it's carry on that influence from one generation to the other one, to the other one. I'm carrying on the influence of that teacher that opened up my mind to math, conveying that love for math. And I am conveying that to my students. And my students will convey that to other people. And no one knows when this influence is going to end. It's like math. It has always existed. It will exist forever. E, energy, equal to m, mass, times c, the speed of light, to the square. It will exist forever. We don't make up math. We discover math, the mystery of what always have existed and it will exist forever.